La 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 la.
Icon here. Today we're going to be reacting to scary TikToks. Let's dive right into the video.
Shocking moments caught at Target stores,
Shocking
part
moments
1.
caught at
In this
Target
video,
stores.
a woman
Okay.
films herself talking to a man in a Target store.
Alright.
It's unclear what they are talking about,
Okay.
but then the woman points the camera at him and asks if he
Why is
remembers
he
talking to her
running?
before. The man instantly starts running out of the Target.
Okay.
Stop that guy! Call the cops!
Stop that
Call the
guy!
cops on him!
Why?
Call the cops!
The
Okay.
woman chases him out yelling for people to stop him
Damn.
and call the police. She chases him all the way out to the
Okay.
parking lot, and he gets in his car and leaves.
Whoa.
The woman said that she had seen the man in the Target before, and he had asked her super inappropriate questions that made her
Okay.
feel very uncomfortable.
Damn.
That was what was going through my head, was just I had to get his face, I had to
Okay.
get something on him to put him out there and catch this guy.
Damn.
Scariest close calls with death.
Alright.
This terrifying close call was recorded on the 18th of May 2018, and it shows two cyclists entering a dark tunnel.
Damn. That's a
Everything
train
is
track.
going fine until they come across their absolute worst nightmare.
What?
A train siren is heard
Damn.
from the distance approaching quickly, so the cyclists run for their life.
Run for your fucking life! Damn!
By some miracle, the cyclists manage to escape the train with seconds to spare.
Alright. Damn, that was a close call.
Scariest moments caught on camera PT.11.
PT.11. In July 2018, a South Florida resident experienced a terrifying encounter outside her window. Ooh.
Tell me
Damn.
what's wrong.
Okay.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? What's wrong with you? No woman is violently attempting to enter the apartment. Damn. The woman is either on a substance or possessed. Either way, the residents don't want her inside. Damn. Pretty scary, okay?
No, I can say it like a
Alright. She's in your room. She's trying to enter your room. Oh no! The woman continues to react outside their window while one of the women inside takes the opportunity to close. Alright. Damn, she looks like an earthworm that has been sprayed salt. Alright. I'm not sure what's troubling this woman, but I hope she gets the help she needs because this is very scary to witness. Extremely scary. I'm very scared.
Terrifying things found
Alright.
deep in the woods. This footage shows two dirt bike riders riding on a remote path in the woods on the 15th of September 2017. As they ride their dirt bikes further through the woods, they then come across every dirt bike rider's worst nightmare.
What?
Tied up to trees, there was a deadly steel cable
Damn.
trap which they almost ran into at full speed.
Whoa!
A steel cable trap is an extremely dangerous trap where someone ties a sharp wire around two trees that blocks the path of mountain bikers and dirt bikers. These traps could easily be fatal and seriously injure
Damn.
people, but thankfully they
stopped.
stopped just in
Oh,
time.
very lucky.
This man claims his psychiatrist controlled and took over his life for 30 years.
Damn.
This is the Shrink Next Door case.
Okay.
In 1981 in New York, Marty Markowitz was having a hard time. He was grieving the loss of his parents and
Okay.
having problems with his family business. Marty was a millionaire and financially well off, but was just really lost.
Okay.
He heard about a psychiatrist named Dr. Isaac
All right.
Ike Hirschkopf, who was rumored to have a direct and unconventional approach with his clients.
Okay.
He was well known as a celebrity doctor and would flaunt his relationships with well-known people like
Ooh.
Gwyneth Paltrow and him.
Okay.
Yuck.
Okay.
Marty began seeing the doctor and he really helped him at first, but then things took a strange turn.
Okay.
The doctor began inserting himself into Marty's life. He convinced
Alright.
Marty to give him control over his finances. Marty would run errands for him.
Alright.
The doctor alienated him from his sister, pictured here, by telling him that he couldn't trust her.
Okay.
It even got to the point where the doctor moved into Marty's Hamptons home and pretended it was his own.
Okay.
The doctor would host parties there and then force Marty to serve the guests as part of the catering staff.
Alright.
He essentially became the doctor's handyman and assistant while paying him.
Ooh.
A
Whoa.
neighbor of the Hamptons home, journalist Joe Nocera, assumed that Dr. Ike owned the home and Marty was just a groundskeeper.
What?
Joe began investigating and realized that this was one twisted ordeal.
Damn.
Marty said, quote, "He didn't let me have a girlfriend. I would go on a date and he'd call her a gold digger. He
Damn.
would say, 'Everyone is out to get you. I'm going to protect you.'
Okay.
And I was stupid enough to buy it." The doctor persuaded Marty to rewrite his will and leave his entire estate to him and installed himself as the president of Markowitz's company.
What?
And this continued on for 30 years.
30 years?
It wasn't until 2010 when Marty went in for a medical procedure.
Okay.
Afterwards, he noticed that Dr. Ike didn't check on him or visit.
Damn.
And he finally began questioning the relationship.
Alright.
The doctor knew Marty truly didn't have anyone else in his life, and Marty
Okay.
realized that this entire relationship was a fraud.
Damn.
After realizing he was, quote, living a lie, Marty cut off ties with the doctor and later found out that Dr. Ike had done this to multiple other patients over the
Whoa.
years. He was ultimately ordered to surrender his license.
Okay.
Marty's story became the center of podcasts and eventually was adapted into the Apple TV drama The Shrink Next Door with Will Ferrell and Paul Rudd.
Alright.
For a doctor to take advantage of someone that's coming to them for help is really disgusting.
Oh, very disgusting.
But Marty is now free of the doctor and is enjoying time with a new girlfriend.
All right.
What are your thoughts on this case?
Alright. That's
Russia
pretty
found
cute.
a sea monster in Antarctica. In 1974, Russian scientists at the Vostok Research Output Station
Okay.
discovered that there was actually a subglacial lake 2 miles beneath them, but it wasn't
Damn.
until 30 years later when they finally breached the ice.
Okay.
The first team of divers that explored the lake encountered a 33-foot-long, 14-tentacle squid that released a toxin into the water to immobilize 3 members of the expedition team, eventually killing them. They then
Damn.
came back with backup, and the scientists were able to then cage the creature. But when they returned to the surface,
Okay.
the creature, whose name is now Organism 46B,
Organism
was actually
46B.
seized by the Russian officials, and the team was told to keep this quiet.
What?
To this day, nobody has any idea where Organism 46B is, but rumor has it the creature is being experimented on to become a weapon for the Russian military.
Whoa.
Today I'm going to be talking about the chilling
Disappearing of
disappearance of
Evelyn
Evelyn
Hartley.
Hartley. On October 23rd,
Hartley.
1953, Evelyn went to babysit the 20-month-old Avigo Rasmussen.
Okay.
Now, every time Evelyn had a babysitting job, her dad would have her call and check in.
Alright.
This particular night, her dad wanted her to call at 8:30 exactly.
Okay.
And when she didn't call, he got concerned. So he tried calling the house, and there was no response.
Alright.
So he waited a little bit longer, and when he still hadn't heard from her, he decided that he was going to go to the house.
Okay.
Now, when he arrived and knocked on the door, there was no answer, despite lights being on and he could hear the radio.
Damn.
So he tried again, this time knocking more furiously, hoping that somebody would answer the door. But still, no answer. Concerned why his daughter would not be answering the door, he decided to try and find another way in. He checked all doors leading inside, and everything was locked, until he came across the basement window, which the screen was off and it was sitting open. So he climbed in through that way, only to notice that there had been a ladder set up against the window on the inside,
Alright.
so somebody could get in and out. Once inside the house, he decided to investigate. In the
Okay.
living room, furniture was moved around, Evelyn's books were all over the place,
Alright.
but still nobody was there.
What?
While investigating, he realized that every single door inside the house was locked.
Okay.
And thankfully, he came across the 20-month-old safely sleeping in her crib.
Alright.
Extremely concerned on his daughter's whereabouts, he immediately called the police.
Okay.
Once they arrived, they located her shoes in 2 different rooms, her broken glasses, as well as blood. Absolutely
Damn.
no possessions were missing. The only thing missing was Evelyn.
What?
When they did a perimeter search, they found more blood outside, as well as a bloody handprint on a nearby garage.
Okay.
So they brought in some bloodhounds, which traced the blood a couple blocks away.
Okay.
And they theorized that she had been placed into a car and driven away wherever they were taking her.
Damn.
A couple days later, a resident called the police and told them that they had seen a car speeding away from that area.
Damn.
He had seen one man in the front seat, a man in the back seat, and a girl in the back seat leaning against the window.
Okay.
This led to a massive search of everybody looking for Evelyn. Police
Damn.
started checking cars in the town. They printed out 40,000 My Car Is Okay stickers. So once they
Okay.
checked somebody's backseat and trunk, they would put a sticker on their car. Several days later, various clothing items were found around the town.
All right.
And some of them were covered in blood.
Damn.
One of the jackets that had been found, unfortunately, had Evelyn's blood type on it.
Whoa.
In May of 1954, the police decided to do a mass lie detector test of high school boys to see if they could find more information on Evelyn.
Okay.
They planned on doing 1,750 tests, but they stopped at 300.
All right.
And still had no more information on Evelyn than they did before.
Damn.
After his arrest, it was suspected that maybe Ed Gein had something to do with her disappearance.
Okay.
But he absolutely denied any involvement in it.
All right.
He passed lie detector tests, and after a search of his property, he was cleared. Despite this, some people still consider him a suspect.
Damn.
Throughout the years, multiple people tried coming forth about her disappearance, but were all eventually cleared.
Okay.
After about 25 years, her parents had completely given up hope of ever finding her again.
Damn.
To this day, Evelyn's case still remains unsolved.
These are videos humans were never meant to see. Part
What?
1. The video that I'm about to show you
Okay.
shows what happens to being exposed to radiation for too long,
Damn.
which would then leave behind your shadow. But that's not the scary part about the video.
Okay.
The man who was doing the experiment in this video died 3 days after, but the scientist said it had nothing to do with the experiment.
Okay.
But it actually did, and he got radiation poisoning.
Damn. Damn. Okay. Whoa. I guess, is that a black man? That's the first thing that came in my mind. Alright. Is that a Nazi sign also? I don't know. Okay. Alright. Damn! The shadows too! What? Okay. Video's ended. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Peace!